Some time ago, several students came to me. Bright, young, full of potential, but broken inside. One said, "Sir, I can't stop watching adult videos. I know it's wrong, but I feel helpless." And I realized this isn't one person's struggle. It's an entire generation's silent epidemic. With just a phone in hand, endless dopamine hits are available at the swipe of a screen. But do you know what this constant flood of artificial pleasure is doing to your brain? In this video, we'll decode the truth that no one ever told you. How adult content rewires your mind, reshapes your personality, and steals your willpower, one click at a time. The human brain is wired for survival, not for unlimited pleasure. Every time we eat good food, achieve success, or feel love, our brain rewards us with a small burst of dopamine, a chemical that says, "Well done, do it again." But the internet has hacked this ancient reward system. When you watch adult content, the brain releases massive spikes of dopamine, far beyond what nature ever intended. The result? Your brain starts craving that same high again and again, until normal life feels boring. What once motivated you, study, career, relationships, now feels dull because your brain has learned one shortcut to pleasure: screens, not reality. At first, it feels harmless. You tell yourself, just one more time. But soon, your brain develops tolerance. What satisfied you yesterday no longer works today. You need more, longer, more intense, more extreme. Just like alcohol or drugs, your brain keeps chasing that lost rush. And when you try to stop, you feel restless, angry, empty. That's not a lack of willpower, it's withdrawal. Your brain has forgotten how to feel pleasure from real life. You are not weak. You are chemically trapped. Deep inside your forehead lies the frontal lobe, the part of your brain that makes you human. It's where logic, discipline, empathy, and morality live. But here's the shocking truth. When your brain is repeatedly exposed to extreme dopamine spikes from adult content, the frontal lobe starts to shrink. Neurons responsible for judgment begin to die. Decision-making becomes impulsive. The line between right and wrong fades. Slowly, the mind that once planned the future starts living only for the next thrill. Humans are supposed to think before they act. But when your rational brain weakens, you begin to act on impulse, like an animal chasing instinct. The addiction rewires your behavior. You start avoiding real people. You lose patience. You stop caring about long-term goals. And this is how evolution reverses. The most intelligent species begins devolving, not because of war or famine, but because of the pleasure button in its own hand.
Neuroscientists warn, the same dopamine overload that causes addiction also fuels ADHD, anxiety, panic, and depression. Why? Because when your brain is constantly overstimulated, it forgets how to enjoy peace. Silence feels uncomfortable. Boredom feels painful. So you seek distraction again. Endless scrolling, endless watching, but it never satisfies. You're no longer chasing pleasure. You're running from emptiness. Ancient philosophers said, "The mind is a garden. If you plant flowers, it will bloom. But if you neglect it, weeds will grow. Wild, toxic, uncontrollable." Adult content is like that weed. It grows fast, spreads wide, and chokes everything good. Every thought you focus on becomes stronger. So ask yourself, what are you feeding your mind every night? Peace or poison? You may think, it's my personal choice, it affects no one. But it does. This habit changes how you view relationships, intimacy, and love. It replaces care with curiosity, respect with objectification. Slowly, families weaken, trust fades, and connection breaks. What starts as pixels on a screen ends as distance between hearts.
The internet is full of illusions. Just like dinosaurs in movies, everything looks real, but none of it exists. Adult content is no different. It's staged, edited, scripted, designed to hook you, not to teach you truth. Yet millions believe it's reality. And that's where the real danger begins, when fantasy becomes your standard and reality feels disappointing. The camera isn't showing truth, it's manufacturing addiction.
The truth no one told you is this: you are not broken. Your brain is hijacked. But the same brain that got addicted can also heal. When you stop feeding the dopamine monster, your neurons rebuild, your focus returns, your willpower strengthens, your peace comes back. Don't let algorithms define your destiny. Protect your mind like the most sacred garden. Because the future belongs not to those who seek pleasure, but to those who master it.